Hello and welcome to Jim's EV Adventures, your go-to source for the latest electric vehicle news from North America and around the globe. I'm Jim, and today we're exploring some exciting new developments from Europe, Korea, Japan, and Vietnam. So let's get started. The first headline we're going to start out with is Ford unveils an all-electric Puma Gen E in Europe. We'll talk about what that has to do with the U.S. in just a minute. Ford has expanded its EV lineup in Europe with the introduction of the all-electric Puma Gen E. This compact SUV offers a range of around 233 miles on a full charge and features fast charging capability, allowing it to go from 10 to 80% in just 23 minutes. Production is set to begin in Romania, with deliveries expected in the spring of 2025. Again, while initially targeted at the European market, there's speculation about its potential availability in North America sometime in 2026. Also, the Korean battery makers are now navigating U.S. policy changes. The re-election of Donald Trump has introduced uncertainties for South Korean battery manufacturers like Samsung SDI and LG Energy Solution. These companies had benefited from the Inflation Reduction Act under the previous administration, which boosted demand for EVs and provided substantial subsidies for U.S.-produced batteries. While a complete repeal of the act is unlikely, potential adjustments to EV purchase tax credits could impact these manufacturers. However, existing tariffs on Chinese imports may make U.S.-produced Korean batteries much more competitive. Chinese automakers, including BYD and Zeekr, are increasingly focusing on hybrid vehicles to boost profits and facilitate global expansion. This strategic shift helps them navigate tariffs and restrictions in Western markets, making hybrids a more accessible and cost-effective alternative to fully electric vehicles. BYD's hybrid sales have surged, contributing significantly to the company's growth and international reach. And this is just going to help them bolster their electric vehicle production. Now let's move on to the European headlines. European Commission invests 1 billion euros in the EV battery sector. The European Commission is investing $1 billion to support the EU's emerging EV battery sector. However, companies relying on Chinese materials may face challenges in accessing these funds. This investment aims to strengthen Europe's position in the global EV market, but questions remain about its timing and effectiveness, especially concerning companies like Northvolt. EV car sales were near 14 million units in 2023. That's globally, with China, Europe, and the United States accounting for 95% of these sales. This marks a 35% increase over 2022, indicating robust growth as EV markets mature. In 2024, the totals are expected to be between 15 and 18 million units. The 2023 numbers were about 18% of all cars sold worldwide. The 2024 numbers are expected to top 20%, which, according to analysts, is the tipping point for EV adoption. Korean companies are significantly expanding their battery manufacturing capacity outside Korea, with over 350 gigawatt hours in production capacity abroad. In Europe, Korean firms own about 75% of the existing manufacturing capacity, highlighting their substantial role in global EV battery markets. And finally, Hyundai and Kia are strengthening their EV lineups. Hyundai and Kia continue to enhance their electric vehicle offerings, with models like the Hyundai 5 and Kia EV6 receiving positive global reception. Both companies are investing in new EV models and technologies to solidify their positions in the competitive EV market. Recently, Hyundai Ioniq 9 was introduced in Europe and America. That's going to be a game changer. And finally, Japan's EV transformation. Honda outlines its global EV strategy. Honda has announced plans to produce more than 2 million electric vehicles annually by 2030. In Japan, an EV based on the N1 model is slated for release in 2025, with 2 additional models following in 2026. In China, Honda plans to introduce 3 EV models next year and 7 more by 2027, underscoring its commitment to electrification. And moving on to LG and Honda, they are both partnering to produce EV batteries in the USA. LG Energy Solutions and Honda are investing $4.4 billion in a joint venture to produce batteries for Honda electric vehicles in the North American market. This collaboration aims to strengthen Honda's EV offerings and support the growing demand for electric vehicles in the North American region. And finally, Vietnam as a rising star. VinFast has an ambitious global expansion aim. Vietnamese automaker VinFast is making bold moves in the U.S. market, expanding sales of electric vehicles to American consumers. Recently, they opened up a store here in the Orlando area. The company aims to disrupt the EV industry by offering competitive models and will be building a new, modern manufacturing plant in North Carolina to support its expansion into the American market. Vietnam is positioning itself as a potential disruptor to China's dominance in the EV sector. With increasing investments in EV manufacturing and supportive government policies, Vietnam aims to become a significant player in the global EV market. That's going to do it for today's EV News Roundup. Which story intrigued you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with Jim's EV Adventures. Until next time, you keep charging forward, and I will see you out there or somewhere along the route from point A to point B. Take it easy, everybody. See you all real soon. Remember, treat everyone with kindness, put a smile on your face, help someone today, and pay it forward when someone does the same for you. Again, thank you very much for stopping by today. We look forward to seeing you again in the very near future.